And thank you for having me here at Campaign 360. It is truly inspiring to be here, surrounded by so many creative minds. My name's Garrihy. I'm the Chief Brand Officer for Huawei's consumer business. Today, I'm going to share with you the story of Huawei and how we use human creativity and innovative technology to tell our brand story. I'm sure many of you have heard about Huawei. And wow, how things have changed a lot. When I first started 4.5 years ago, when I told people who I work for, the first question was, who are they? What do they do? And how do you pronounce their name? That certainly isn't a challenge for us any longer. But today, I'm not here to talk about that, and I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to share with you our approach to brand building. I'm here to share with you some stories of great creativity and innovation, of how we combined creativity and technology to extend what is humanly possible, to inspire others and to change the world for the better, all whilst building a truly global and iconic technology brand. Let me tell you a little bit about Huawei and our purpose. Our purpose is to create a fully connected, intelligent world where everybody, regardless of who they are or where they come from, has access to innovative technologies. And we do that because we truly believe that when you bring together innovative technology, make it available to everyone, that then true creativity and innovation happens. And then humanity can overcome some of its greatest challenges, making the world a better place and extending what's humanly possible. How did we build that iconic brand image over the last 4.5 years? Well, it's really quite simple. First and foremost, everything we do has to have tech at its core. We are a global technology company. And so we have a simple mantra about no tech, no story. And out of that, we created a framework, technology at the core, solving human challenges, using human creativity. When you combine these three things, amazing things happen, and you can make the impossible possible. Our core call to action and belief, which is make it possible. And it drives everyone in our organization, from R&D engineer to marketer. And when you put those things together, that's how we've approached brand building. And when we look at how we do that, we always focus on three areas. First, where is the human story? Technology is nothing if it doesn't serve humanity. Second, where is the technology story? And third, where is the great creative minds that will help bring it to life and inspire? Today, I'm going to share some stories and some examples of how we've done that. How we bring together great minds and great technologies to not just help humanity overcome some great challenges, but to also build a brand. As I just mentioned, all of our work starts with the human insight, with the human story. On the screen right now is a picture of Franz Schubert, the famous composer, a great disruptor of his time. 200 years ago, Schubert began work on his now famous 8th Symphony. And for reasons unknown, he never completed it. He only completed the first 2 movements. Inspired by him, we set ourselves a challenge. Would it be possible to combine human creativity and AI to finish his famous unfinished symphony? So we started by training our smartphone. We trained it with over 2,000 of Schubert's works so that it could learn the way he wrote music, learn the shape of his music. And then we partnered with Emmy Award-winning composer Lucas Cantor, who brought the vital human creativity. The AI had created the melody for the 3rd and 4th movements, and now would work with Lucas Cantor as a partner to create the new unfinished symphony 200 years later. It took us 6 months, and the results were incredible.
Let me read you a text message I got last night. She said, "What are you doing?" I wrote back, "I got commissioned to finish Schubert's Unfinished Symphony with the help of an AI neural network running on a smartphone, and I fly to London for the premiere on Tuesday." And she wrote back, "That is the coolest sentence I've ever read."
We decided to teach our smartphone to complete Schubert's Unfinished Symphony.
The intersection of music and technology has given us modern music, from the electric guitar up until the digital audio workstation. I think AI can only be helpful. It's like having a collaborator sitting right next to you who never gets tired, who never runs out of ideas, who never has an attitude of any kind. It just is there to work, and it's there to help. I'm collaborating with a non-human intelligence that is channeling the intelligence of a dead human. And that's profound.
If our smartphone is intelligent enough to do this, I can only imagine what else is humanly possible. The concert you just saw there at the Cadogan Hall was a magical event. Not just because it was the first time we witnessed an orchestra play one new variant of the Unfinished Symphony, but because it was a celebration of human creativity and the power of technology coming together to expand and extend what was humanly possible. We discussed the project on a panel hosted by Mylene Klaas from Classic FM. The recording went viral and was listened to by millions around the world, sharing and enjoying this new music created in partnership with AI and human creativity. It was also a great representation of what our brand stands for and how we build our brand. It was a huge success, and it brought a whole new, younger generation to classical music. And for us, a great proof point for our brand and our unique brand image. Another project which helped us push the boundaries of human possibility was our partnership with Anna Yang. We decided to set ourselves a new challenge, to see if AI, working together with a leading fashion designer, could create a fashion collection of the future. And out of this, Fashion Flair was born.
We strongly believe in combining AI and human expertise to push the boundaries of what is humanly possible.
Unconventional fun is the essence of my style. Everything I see, touch, smell inspires me.
To create Fashion Flair, we have trained the AI in the HUAWEI P30 Pro with tens of thousands of images from the most iconic fashion shows in the last 100 years. By setting basic parameters such as color, shape, length, and pattern, Fashion Flair uses the power of the AI in HUAWEI P30 Pro to design dresses that become a source of inspiration for the designer.
HUAWEI and I decided to do something that has never been done before. To co-create a collection with a smartphone artificial intelligence. I didn't know what to expect, but it all went quite naturally. I gave AI some input, and it answered me. I gave another input, and again another proposal arrived. HUAWEI P30 Pro and its artificial intelligence has provided me a new alternative to creativity. Lots of inspiration, and rapid feedback. I never would have imagined it.
Technology is part of our lives, so why not make it a source of inspiration? We, together with Huawei P30 Pro, have made it humanly possible.
As Vogatalia puts it, the collection highlights how new technology can help creatives explore new perspectives and undiscovered directions. Anna talks about being inspired by everything she sees, about the humanity that surrounds her. But as humans, our capacity is limited. The AI analyzed those images, so when Anna wanted to be inspired, she could input the kinds of results, colors, styles that she wanted, and the AI would give her constant suggestions, enabling and empowering her creativity. The results were truly inspirational. The final collection was unveiled at a fashion show in Milan, attended by over 170 international media, VIPs and influencers from across the fashion industry. We had inspired an industry and a new generation to reconsider what was possible and how technology could work to enhance thinking, to enhance creativity. So far, we've talked about how technology can enhance, can inspire, and can involve human creativity. But actually, technology can do much more than that. And when it comes to using technology and creativity to build a brand image, it can actually do much, much more. And when we bring together human creativity, we can solve some major challenges. One such example is StorySign. A simple idea, an app that turns written text into sign language. There are 32 million deaf children in the world, and many of them struggle to learn to read because they don't learn to read like other children, because they can't hear the sounds attached to the letters and words. StorySign, powered by AI, is helping to change that.
I don't think many parents can imagine not being able to talk or read with their children. I think everyone takes it as a given, something natural we all do. But having a deaf child, reading can be a big challenge. StorySign is helping Tasnim to read, and it's helping us as parents to learn new signs as well.
Literacy is a really big issue within the deaf community. Deaf children don't learn to read like hearing children. They can't learn letters phonetically, so they struggle to match words with sounds, which can cause problems at school and problems with jobs.
StorySign is a global first, a free Android app which takes words from children's books and turns them into sign language, so deaf children and their parents can read and sign together. To show the power of HUAWEI AI, StorySign launched with the most advanced signing avatar ever created, in 12 sign languages, supported by 11 international deaf charities.
It is all thanks to the new StorySign app, which is powered by HUAWEI, which has been developed to help thousands of deaf children learn to read.
HUAWEI, StorySign werkt nog maar.
More and more children are learning to read, and more books in more languages are coming.
We've translated 71 books across 15 different languages, giving the gift of storytime to children across 10 different countries. It's available to everyone, free on Android and free on iOS. The result that really matters is every day, 34% of users are logging on to StorySign. Logging on for learning, logging on for the joy of shared storytime. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Together with deaf associations across Europe, we have invested in a range of deaf literacy projects to provide the resources required to those associations and the European Union of the Deaf so that they can ensure these children are given the best chance to grow. Together, we've helped tens of thousands of children across the world learn to read. And we've given parents and their children the opportunity to experience bedtime stories in a whole new way, experiencing the joy of bedtime stories, a gift that many of us just take for granted.
I mean, I imagine every parent values that moment where you can share a bedtime story with your child. And to be able to read to my daughter is the best thing, the best feeling in the whole world.
This is something I'm incredibly proud of. It has HUAWEI technology at its core, and it represents exactly what we stand for. Bringing together people, technology, and creativity so that together we can overcome some of humanity's biggest challenges. I hope the stories I've shared with you today and the examples have helped to inspire you and have showed you a potentially different way to approach brand building. And in so doing, reaching millions of consumers around the world and building a truly unique brand identity. I hope this demonstrates the power and the possibilities that can be unleashed when you combine human creativity with innovative technologies. This is what we stand for at HUAWEI. And this is how we have gone about building a truly unique brand. Now, this doesn't replace traditional big brand advertising, but in today's world, it is critical to be authentic and to inspire and to engage and to enable. And that's exactly what these examples have done. It's enabled us to share with millions of people around the world a story about HUAWEI that they otherwise may have never known. And after all, that's what building a brand is all about.